Oh, hold on. Oh no, what did I? Oh, okay. Hey, how are we doing? Boom, how we do? Come on, come on, come on, come on in the room. Whoa, come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about. So won't you come on in the room? How y'all doing? Come on into room. Whoa, come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about. I said we got so much to talk about. I said we got so much to talk about. So won't you come on in the room? Come on. It's so humid here. My hair is not cooperating and it's pissing me off, but I'll deal with it. How are we doing? Hey, Black Lavender. Hey, Black Lavender. Hey, Shonda. How are you? Hey, LaTonya. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Hey, Tony. Hey, Connie. Hey, Sarah. How are you? Hey, Diana. Hello from Las Vegas. I know that's right. Aisha, what's up? Are we cousins? Aisha Robinson? I said yes, Kalani got her look back. You know, I haven't watched that episode yet. This is just before the 90 day and the other way. I want to watch that episode, the new episode of there's only one, right? Of what's that other one? Last Resort. I want to watch that one tonight when I get off of here. That's why I wanted to do this one today, because I'm like, it's too many 90 Day Fiancés, and I was going to do them all in one, but I have so many notes from both shows, you know, and I was just like, it's just going to be forever. It's going to be a long live, and I don't feel like doing that because it's hot. So I wanted to knock these two out so we can get to the other one tomorrow. Hey, some people. Hey, Marianne. Thank you, Tony. Let's smash that like button and get the number to 30. Come on. Come on. Hey, Blue Jay. Hey, Miss Nikki. Caught me while I was in watching Scream clips. I hope all is well. I cannot wait for spooky season. All is well. Thank you. Hey, Dear Show Podcast. Hey, that girl. How are you? Thank you, Tartar. OMG, I wish I had braids. I wish I had braids right now. Like, doing my natural hair in this heat. I wish I had braids. My face is melting. I wish I had braids. Hey, Cece. How are you? Hey, Mama Star. Thank you for being here. You are not on restriction for this show. You just don't watch it. You just don't watch it. Aisha said Nikki is making traffic so much better. You're either in LA or Atlanta. That's another reason why this live is at this time, because the way I was stuck in traffic in Atlanta today, I was just like, this don't make no sense. This don't make no sense. Hey Dwayne, how are you? Dwayne said I've been waiting for you to review this mess. The Dear Show podcast said Michael can't get over here on a travel visa. Something can him and Angela go to Europe at least. It's so bizarre. I think the show and Angela are keeping Michael in captivity. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Tony said, Nikki, did you do a video on your aloe vera treatment? I can't remember. Yeah, I did a TikTok on it. It was like a quick video. Oh, it wasn't. I know I didn't do. Did I? It was, I think I either did a TikTok about it or I put it in one of my vlogs. I'll go back and see. If I put it in one of my vlogs, I'll do a quick TikTok. I'll show you guys what I do. Great. I'm glad you're here. Tarsar said, girl, I don't know. I'm trying mini twists on blowout hair and I don't know how I feel about it. I did that and I hated it. Everybody told me that I should do it again and do it on wet hair. So I think I might do that tomorrow because I have to do something. The puff is hot. The hair is just hot. I wish I had braids. I probably should get braids, but I feel like as soon as I get braids, the strike will end. Maybe that's what I should do. I think I might get braids while I'm here. I'm just sick of doing my hair. I'm sick of it. I need to leave it alone. Hey, pretty kitty. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I've been watching the show. I just have not had time to review it. And then when I saw that 90 Day Fiance Last Resort was coming out, I was like, I just have to, jump in when I can and do what I need to do because there's just far too many 90 Day Fiance shows. Pretty Kitty said, have you ever thought about letting us subscribe to your channel? I would. What do you mean? Y'all subscribed, right? What you mean? Tony said, twists are the worst, but I saw a twist that looks super cute. If I see it again, I'll send it to you. Okay, please do. Because this is the thing. My hair is very full like this. When I twist it, for some reason, it looks so thin and I hate it. You know what? I think it's on a streaming service that I don't have. And right now I'm in a streaming service strike. Until them streaming services pay me my money, I'm not getting another one. So we will see about that. Pretty Kitty, did you respond? I want to know what this means. Are you talking about, what is that other thing? I forget what it's called. It's a YouTube something y'all told me about. And I have it up. Like I literally, in one of my tabs, I literally have it up because I don't do anything without researching. Membership. I don't do anything without researching. So it's in the works. A few things are in the works. I just want to make sure that I can handle that workload and that it'll be beneficial to all of us. So SL said, excited for 90 Day Lives again. Waiting for what you have to say about Last Resort. I have to watch it tonight. That's the only thing. Oh, is it Wednesday? I got to watch The Real Housewives of Orange County too. Because I've been watching that, but I just have not been reviewing it because I just have not had the time. But I'm getting back in it. So I'm just going to talk about the couples who, I haven't talked about any of them. Buckle up, get your snacks. I'm going to talk about all of them. Because we just have not had a 90 Day Fiance live. So we're going to talk quickly about all the couples for before the 90 days and the other way. Mock Review said, I have the same problem. For some reason, my hair looks thin and small individual twists, so I never do them. Yeah, this big puff looks like I'm bullheaded, and I hate it. I hate it so much. Let's get into 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. The first couple we're going to talk about is Amanda and Razvan. Did y'all hear that? My fridge just started screaming. KitchenAid. Anyway, this couple right here has taken me on an emotional roller coaster because here's the thing. I feel bad about where they have ended up so far on this season because you can tell that there's love there. You can tell that there's passion there, but I feel like this couple, especially for Amanda, I feel like this was an eat, pray, love situation that she was trying to make permanent. And I think she was trying to make it permanent because she wants to fill a void that her deceased husband left, right? And I think Amanda has to realize that she'll always be mourning him. She'll always be mourning her husband because he's no longer here. And had he still been here, they would probably still be together, right? There's a love there that she still has for him. So I think she's trying to jump into something really quickly so she can stop feeling this pain of him being gone. But it's just not going to happen. That's somebody you loved who was drastically and terribly taken away from you. So I just don't think that that's going to be something you're going to get over, especially when you look into your son's faces and you see his face. So I think she has to learn how to live her life dealing with that loss. Like I remember I told you a long time ago that I was like suffering with the loss of my grandmother. And I went to church. Who was it? Erica Campbell. Erica and Warren Campbell, they have a church in LA. And I remember Warren Campbell was talking about how he was trying, his grandfather was like his best friend, his mentor, his idol. He looked up to him. Everything he does in music is because of him. And when he passed away, he was just like, I was devastated. And I tried to jump into so many things to get over him, like to stop thinking about him. Because he was just like, I thought that I needed to no longer mourn him. So I was trying to do stuff that would make me forget him. And then I realized that I had a grandfather-sized hole in my heart. And that hole can only be filled by the person by my grandfather who left, right? So because he's vacant from this earth and I no longer am able to have that connection with him on this earth physically, I have to live my life with that grandfather-sized hole because nothing, no art, no person, no food, no drug could fill that. Because that's the impression he left on me. So I have to figure out my life ahead without him and not try to get over him or, try to get him out of my head or out of my memories, because that's just not going to happen. I now have to realize that I have to live my life without this person. And that just has to be okay because that is the reality. I was also talking to my mom about this, and I was just like, when my grandmother passed, my brain chemistry, my brain was like altered. My brain, I realized I'm never going to be the same person that I was without her. It's a new person, a new journey, and that is okay. So I feel like she's trying to go like overboard in this relationship with Rosvin to fill something that she's just never going to be able to fill. And that's okay. But I don't know about anywhere else in the world. I just want to speak about America because I'm American. But I feel like in America, we have this idea where you got to get over, you have to heal, right? And that the healing means you got to get over that person really quickly. Like, it's just like, you got to do fun things so you can forget them. That's what healing or the mourning process is in America. It's just like, it's this amount of time, and then you have to get over that person being gone. And that's just never going to happen. It's never going to happen. You have to figure out, how am I going to continue on in this life without this person? That's what, needs to happen. But I like them. I really, really do. I just don't think that they're going to work. I don't think they're going to work. I think that Rosvan was good for Amanda and for what she needed at the time, but he should have remained in Eat, Pray, Love. And she was trying to make it a permanent situation. And the more permanent they both tried to make it, she and Rosvan as well were seeing that they were really, really different, because this love, this passion, this sex was for a moment. It's not for a lifetime. And that breaks my heart to say it, because you can tell that these two are really good people. They're just not for each other permanently, I believe, because at the end of the day, we have to be real. Amanda wants a husband that is going to take care of her and provide for her and her children in America. Razvan is a TikTok star who pours chocolate on his chest and calls it content. That's not a husband. That's not a stepdaddy for two American kids who are mourning the loss of their daddy. Like, that's just not going to happen. He's not going to be able to fit in their world, and she's not, and her and her kids are not going to be able to fit in his world. It's just, if you just think about it and you put it on paper, it doesn't make sense, and it doesn't work, because you two are not meant for each other forever. Horrible thing to say. I hate to say it because they are really sweet, but it's just evident. It's been evident since we, the first time we met them. I was just like, you guys should have met, right? You were supposed to meet for a time, and that time is not forever. But I like them, and I was like so heartbroken seeing them both on this episode crying and realizing that they just do not work. And this is sad because I don't think that, unlike a lot of 90 Day Fiance relationships on the shows that we watch together, they see the relationships all seem predatory. This one, I felt like it was a real deal, but I think it was a real eat, pray, love situation. Wishing the best for the both of them. This was really sad to watch. Really, really sad to watch. Wishing the best for the both of them. Let's get into, oh wait, I got to show you guys this. Hold on. While I am loading this, I'll go to a different couple because I need to talk. I need to talk about this couple. Hold on. Ooh. Oh God, are they going to make me do something different? I hate when I take pictures in portrait. I have to change the format. Let me see if I can load it. I can't. Damn it. All right. I'm going to take my time trying to do that, but give me a second. Let's move on to the next couple. This is the other way. Do I want to talk about them? You know what? Let's get into Misha. Let's get into Nicola and Misha. Now you guys will look at this couple and you will be like, this makes no sense, right? Like how, like Misha, let's be real, like, right? Like, girl, let's be real. And a lot of people might be like, oh, she's faking it for the show. She just wants to be on TV. Let me tell you something. This is the typical church couple. I am telling you right now, women in church be booed up with all kinds of golems and Rumpelstiltskins. No shade. All tea, because religion will mess with your mind. The church will put women in ridiculous relationships. That's why men come to the church. They're not trying to find God. They're trying to find a baddie that's mind has been messed up with religion, because half of them couples, I'm sorry, I won't say half, the majority of the couples you see in church, you know that man could have not bagged that woman in the world. You know, it only had to be an intervention from an apostle, a bishop, a deacon to convince that woman to be with this man. This is a typical church couple. You got a baddie booed up with a golem, and this golem has the audacity to act like he's 6'5". I cannot believe the way this man treats her. I cannot believe the way he talks about her and drags her. I'm lying. I can't believe it. This is the church couple. Religion does it all the time. If you look at all of the couples in church, no matter what religion, in church, synagogue, mosque, all them couples look alike. You can't believe he bagged her. Religion will do that. It's a lot of y'all sitting here right now thinking about a guy you almost married because the church put y'all together. Don't be embarrassed. We've all been there. But we got free. Anyway, this couple makes sense. Religion put them together. They have nothing in common. Truth be told, I don't even really think they like each other. I think they're trying to make it work because of religion. Misha then got radically saved. This man been radically saved and devout. So because she is newly saved, she is looking for this man of God, right? She has gotten back into her Catholic roots, and she wants a guy who is not like the men of the world, because the men of the world did her dirty. The non-Catholic men treated her all kinds of ways. And so she has come to the church to find a man of God that will treat her right. And somehow she thinks that God sent her Nicola. Nicola, who drags you every time, every chance he gets. Every chance he gets. I will say, I think these two are not a couple, but I think that they are going to be good friends. I think Nicola will benefit from a friendship with Misha because there was a scene, I don't know how many episodes ago, where she took him to the club and he finally had fun. I think this is a man that has been oppressed by religion and he doesn't know how to live. He's lived in it for such a long time. He doesn't know how to exist as an adult male in a world that is not based on his religious beliefs. He's stuck. He's stuck and Misha is lost. She thinks she's found, but my God, today, ma'am, you are lost. And shout out to your friends who are standing beside you because they know that their friend done lost their damn mind. They know, and they want to be there for when you get your senses back. This happens. I'm telling you, when a person just either goes back to church or becomes newly engulfed in a religion, this is what happens. This is what happens. Poor thing. Poor thing for the both of them. I don't think that they are equally yoked at all. I don't think that these two are going to work. I think without religion, they have nothing. And you need more than that. You need more than religion to keep you all together. You need attraction. You need money. You need fun. You need communication. You need to bathe. You need to fix your teeth. You need to wash your balls. You need to figure out who is going to do what chore in the home. Do we want kids? Do we not want kids? Where do we want to live? There's so much that has to go into this relationship, but these two have no idea what the other wants or desires because they're just hoping that God will fix the relationship. I don't even think he put them in. Ciao. 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 And next week, we're going to see this man drag and embarrass her again because he done been with her for 7 years, allegedly. I don't believe that. And he hasn't told his family about her. Why are you hiding this baddie? Why are you hiding her? You're ashamed of her? The audacity, I'm telling you, I always say, ladies, just date your type. Just date your type. Please do not think that dating outside of your type or dating a man that you think you are doing a favor, that he will treat you better than the type that dragged you. You might as well be dragged by something tall and fine than by something funny looking and dirty. You can't humble a man. It's never going to happen. As a woman, you can never humble a man. Date your type. Date your type. Misha, stand up. Misha, stand up. And you know what? I'll be very honest with you. I would have had a different interpretation of this relationship if Nicola knew what he had. I'd be like, well, you know what? He's sweet. He loves her. He wants to make this work. Her feet never touch the ground. You know what I mean? He treats her like a princess. She don't got none of that. She's constantly being judged. She's constantly compromising. He is in a hotel room alone with a baddie. Ain't never touched a woman. This fine woman is laying next to him. And you know what he says? Oh, she got her clothes everywhere. You worried about her clothes being everywhere and not taking them off? What the hell is wrong with you? Religion has poisoned both of their minds. It's sad. It's so sad what these two are dealing with. This won't work. This is going to crash and burn, and this is going to be a mess. But the tell-all is going to be hilarious, and I will be there. Let's get to Chino and Jasmine. Let's get to Chino and Jasmine. Jasmine, why didn't it work out with you and your fine ex-boyfriend that you live, that's your neighbor? Did y'all see that man? I was like, Jasmine, why didn't it work with him? He seems, to still be smitten with her. What happened? You go to that man for advice? Ciao. I'll be going for something else. He was fine. Of course, Gina would feel some sort of way about that, right? Of course he would feel some sort of way about that. That man is attractive and they live in the same building together. I would love to know why that relationship did not work out. Because it seems like not only does he look fine, it also looks like he got money. Now, I understand the tears and being stressed out. If you got something fine and wealthy like that, I do not understand why you are falling out over this man who wears a fedora, a felt fedora in the jungle. I don't know what it is about this relationship that got this woman going crazy. I don't get it. Because he don't have money. Hey, thank you so much, Stephanie, for the Cash App. Thank you. She said for stay strong. Thank you so much. Thank you. I don't know what she sees in him. I really don't know. Could it be the TV show? Maybe. But it's like, it can't be the money. And it's just like, do you want the American citizenship? Because girl, I wouldn't move here right now. I wouldn't move here right. America's crumbling. We ain't got it. Like we lying to the rest of the world and telling y'all, everybody about to be on strike. Wars is happening. Civil wars is happening. I wouldn't do it. It has to be the American citizenship because he has no coin. He's disgusted by your coochie. Remember they were sitting there getting therapy and she was just like, he's disgusted by my vagina. You could never humble a man. You could never humble. Gino looked at Jasmine and said, her coochie disgusts him. He can't get aroused unless she pees on him. What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? You're peeing on this man and he won't even pay your rent? The women on the show are down bad. He was just like, oh, honey, I'm so happy that you can finally ejaculate. What? I learned too much about this couple. I learned too much about the couple. And I don't want to learn about it. I'm extremely uncomfortable by the things that I've learned. And I also want to say, Jasmine said that Gino asked her to piss on him on the jacuzzi. And I was just like, who's jacuzzi? Because you don't got no jacuzzi in a studio apartment that Gino don't want to pay for. So whose jacuzzi did you pee on? That's why I don't do them Airbnbs. That's why I don't do them Airbnbs. Because you know they pissed on somebody's jacuzzi at Airbnb. Just trifling. Hold on. We have to talk about this. Hold on. Let me change. I got to change this picture because I have to talk to you guys about this. Like, I have to. Please let this work. Please let this work. Because what you're not going to do is come on my TV screen and not say nothing. Like, we're just not doing that. We are just not doing that. Because Jasmine, let's talk. Let's talk, Queen. Let's have it won't let me. I'll just show you on my phone. I'll just show you on my phone because we need to have an honest conversation because who is this millennial woman of color? Right? This is not the same person. Who is this? Like, yes, you can get work done, but mama, you a whole different color. I don't care. Y'all can go head on with that. Oh, she's tanned. Y'all got to stop that lying tan and stuff. You were painting yourself 3 shades darker and can't nobody say nothing. I was like, who is this? Is this Erica Mena? No, it's Jasmine. Oh, I love that crazy woman. She is good TV. Anyway, I need her to wake up and go get back with her ex. He seems like a nice guy with money, does not seem to be annoyed by her. She needs to make it work. She needs to make it work. Let's move on. We did Razvan, right? We did Chino and Jasmine. We did Misha. I think that's the other way. Are they the other way? Oh, let's talk about this. Yikes. Yikes. When a passport bro meets his match. I love Violet. I love Violet. She basically let Riley know, let's be real. You know why I'm with you. You know why I'm with you, but I don't need you. So you're not going to talk to me any kind of way and disrespect me. I will get up and go. I do feel like She is the water for his fire. But the way Riley speaks to her and how upset he gets within a millisecond is worrisome. Worrisome, because Riley has a victim mentality, right? When we met him, we knew what this was. This was a passport bro. Soon as we met him, American woman this, American woman that, I was able to find love over here with an Asian woman. We know what this is. We know why American men look for Asian women, because they think that they are submissive, right? And we know why they look for Asian women in places where they believe it's, where they believe that it's destitute and they don't have resources and they need this American guy. And so not only will they be sexually submissive to them, they will be financially submissive to them, right? So this is what Riley thought. But he got himself an Asian woman with her own mind and her own coin. And she don't deal with the BS that he be talking. Anytime he try to raise his voice, she's like, I'm leaving. She gets her purse and she scoots up and she blocks him. When she blocked him and his family, I said, I know that's right, Violet. Team Violet. Team Violet. I don't care if Riley is, she was body shaming me. Get the hell out of here. You're trying to exploit her. And she's not letting you. So I'm gonna let Violet rock. Whatever she want to say, I'm gonna let her say it. I have no sympathy for passport bros. Absolutely not. We know exactly why you went over there and why you wanted to date an Asian woman. Sit down. But she clocked your tea and played in your face, and now you are mad. So the next episode, I guess he's going to be running back to her and trying to get back into her good graces, but she cussed him all the way out. Team Violet, she don't play with him. She do not play with him. Every second she gets, she drags him. And Riley's like, oh, I'm an American. You're saying these things about me in another language. And you're trying to sexually and financially exploit this woman. I'm going to let her rock. You met your match. He is so nasty to her. I hate how he talks to her. And I hated that little stunt that he pulled with his dumb little friend. And I'm going to tell you why I think his friend is dumb. You know what I mean? Because I don't like to call another woman dumb, but how dare you stand beside this man? How dare you stand beside this man knowing what he's doing and then going to try to get up there on a phone and try to act like Violet is exploiting him and she's trying to get with him for his money. Why do you think Riley over there? I cannot stand women like this. His friend is the type of woman that will be like, well, I know he treated her like crap, or I know they said that he beat her up, but he's always been nice to me. She's that girl. He's always been nice to me. Not asking him any questions. When he's leaving, I just want to make sure that you're safe and protected. He's going over there to be a predator. And you want to make sure he's okay? You want to hop in Violet's face and cuss her out and try to act like she's taking advantage of him, knowing good and well why your friend is there and not in Philly? Because he can't do no Philly chicks like he's going to try to do Violet. But he went all the way to the Philippines to meet a Philly chick. I love Violet. Team Violet. Sir. Geriatric millennial catfish. Sir, what are you doing? 2 seconds into meeting him, the producers was just like, you're being scammed. And I feel like they're just going along with this story because they need content. But I think if they had more content, he would not be on the T-Ray. Stop playing. Like, he's a sweet little teddy bear. I like him. But we cannot do a show, another season of 90 Day Fiance with a guy who does not, an American whose foreign partner never materializes. Like, I'm sick of this. This is giving catfish. And this is not catfish. This is 90 Day Fiance. He's sweet. He's adorable. The woman, Carmela, we met her. She's stunning. I'm like, girl, are you getting the coin that you deserve? Where I have a picture of her. I saw her and I was like, SZA? She is stunning. And this is how a working class coin. Can you imagine what she would look like with money? Oh my gosh, she's stunning. She is stunning. I will say, T Ray was like, before she got there, he was just like, oh, I don't know if she's scamming me. I'm going to ask her. And then he like asked her if she's like, a part of, whoever it was that was scamming, catfishing him. And she was like, no. And then right after that, he was just like, well, do you want to be friends? I'm like, wait a minute. You can't ask her if she's scamming you, then try to date this woman. Carmela was like, I have enough friends. I'm not looking for love. I just wanted to find me. I gotta go. Bye. It's nice to meet you. I listen. He's sweet. Carmela's gorgeous. I love seeing those, two Black people on my television. I just need a better storyline. I just feel like this was just not interesting, and we did not need it. But he's a sweetie, and I, wish the best for him. Hope that he can finally find love because he deserves it. Let's move on. Carmela, I hope that you are getting the coin that you deserve. I really, really do. Charge them men up. Charge them men up. Especially now since you're on 90 Day Fiance. If I were you, I would triple the price for my OnlyFans. I would do it. Anyway, like T Ray, but they were dragging his storyline. Can we talk about a storyline that I was like, wow, this is Emmy winning? Woo! What a story freaking line. I was like, oh my God, this is a lot. Every episode, I'm blown away. It is something else with this couple. 90 Day Fiance, stick with them. This couple won't get you an Emmy. This couple is going to get you an Emmy. So we meet David, who is deaf. He has been talking to Sheila, who is partially deaf. She has a hearing aid. So they met on like a deaf matchmaking or whatever site, and fell in love. I will say, I think there is something there, right? I think it's also a relationship of understanding. Absolutely transactional. I do not care how David is trying to act. Like, David, come on. We know what this is. It's transactional, but I think there is love and care there, but it's absolutely transactional. And just because David is a sweetie and deaf, I'm not going to act like he's not a passport bro. I'm just not going to do it. Because here's the thing, right? We meet these two. Right off the bat, they cannot communicate. So my thing is, for you two to have been talking for so long, why did the conversation of communication not come up? Right? I get you two are typing and translating, but when y'all finally decided that you wanted to see each other, this happens with all of these couples. Why doesn't anybody like download the Duolingo app? Like, why do y'all? I just feel like it's so disrespectful to get with someone who has a completely different language and then not attempt to learn their language, right? Or try to attempt to figure out how to communicate with the other. Now, in David's situation, he's deaf, right? So he can only communicate through sign language, right? But come on, like, David, there's some things that you could have done to just better prepare you for meeting Sheila. But it's not just this couple, it's all of them. It's like, I just do not understand why you guys do not like, oh, we're going to make the effort to see each other. Let's figure out a way where we both can communicate, because these two have been dragging around this poor interpreter. My God, today, I hope this interpreter is being paid handsomely, because she has experienced so much in the little bit of time that she has met these people. She has experienced fights, funerals, home renovations, tough conversations about home renovations, tough conversations about infidelities. This poor lady Poor lady. She's translating and signing all kinds of drama and mess and trauma. My God, today, I hope the coin that this show is giving her is nice. That poor lady, I know every day when she wakes up and she knows that she has to come to this set, I know she's like, oh my God, what am I going to endure today? What is going to happen with David and Sheila today? I wish I did not need this money. Like as soon as we met this lady, David and Sheila is fighting. The next scene they drag her onto, she had a freaking funeral. I'm like, oh my God, this lady has been through so much. Free my good sis and pay her handsomely. Now let's get into it. Because you meet David and Sheila, so, regular passport bro couple, and like, bam, Sheila's mother passes away. Her mother passed away because she fell off the second floor, like through the floor of their home that they have, and she passed away like immediately. And there was like a whole episode of the whole mourning process, and David was just like, I don't know what to do. I don't know. Like, I'm just so. I'm like, you don't know how to handle it because it's so unexpected. And the woman that you came here to see is like just not emotionally available for you. So he takes a break and he steps back as he should, right? And then they finally get back together. And this is what I want to say. David sees Sheila's home. And he's just like, I can't believe she lives like this. I don't believe it. I think you chose her because she lives like that. I think seeing it in person probably shocked him, but I don't think that he thought that he was talking to a middle class or upper class woman. I think he knew what this was, because with a woman like this, him being white and American and having some kind of coin is a benefit to her, right? He's going to have to work a little harder in the US to get a woman that he desires. So listen, I think he's a sweet guy. And regardless of his capabilities as a human being, I hope I'm saying that right. Because I know you can't say disability, right? Like, you can't say disability, you can't say handicap. So his differences, right? Regardless of his differences, he's a passport bro. He's a passport bro. So this whole innocent thing is just like, oh, you didn't know she lived like this, but you wasted no time having sex with her. You wasted no time blowing her blowing. Well, did you? You wasted no time hopping on her and thrusting, but you're shocked at how she lives. You're shocked that she needs financial help. Come on, bro, don't play me. Play checkers. Like, let's not play this game. You know why she is with you. Look how she lives. Her mother would still be here if she lived in better housing. Come on, bro. You know what it is. So to get mad and be like, oh, these renovations are expensive. First of all, in any situation, a woman's going to look to her man for some help. Like, oh my goodness, what do you want this dude for? Love is not enough. Love is not enough. You need a coin, brother. You need a coin. Her home that killed her freaking mother needs renovations. So while she's talking to the contractor that's going to be doing the work, she, like any woman, turns and looks at her man and tells the man to tell her man how much this is going to be. David, what the hell are you looking around for? Open your purse. Open your purse. You wasted no time jumping on top of this woman. So don't waste any time opening your purse. Like, are you crazy? That's why I call them predators, because y'all literally go to these countries to sexually exploit these women and not financially compensate them. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Also, I think because I took my pictures in portrait, I can't show you, but I'm going to show you on my phone. I don't know if you can see it as well, but if anybody watched the latest episode, I know, Sheila, I know damn well that ain't a baby bump. I know damn well that ain't a baby bump. Child, no, you're not supposed to do that until you get American citizenship. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're supposed to get pregnant in the airport in America. You're supposed to get pregnant at LaGuardia, not where you still back home. These reality stars need me. Y'all need me. Y'all need me. I hope you just had a lot of bread at Crafty when you were filming these confessionals because, honey, if you are pregnant and you are not yet married to an American, one thing about American men, responsibilities make them flee. Responsibilities make them flee, especially responsibilities in the form of a child. Whew. I won't say, all American men. Them passport bros, they will leave a child in another country in a second. In another country in a second. And them American women will get with them, and all of a sudden, thanks to 23andMe, some foreign child shows up at your doorstep and be like, does my father live here? And it's the freaking United Nations at your door. Because your raggedy man was dropping his seed all around the world and abandoning them kids. Child, Sheila, please. If you're pregnant, I hope you're in America. I hope you're in America. It's not an anchor baby unless it's on U.S. soil. Wake up. Anyway, let's move on. We got David and Sheila. I got to save that couple for last because I'm going to go off on that couple. Okay. We did that. We did Amanda. We did Gino and Jasmine. We did Riley and Violet. We did Teray, David and Sheila. Did them. Statler and Dempsey. Let's get into Statler and Dempsey. Where are they? Statler's an F boy. Or an F girl. Dempsey, all your apprehensions are valid. I don't know what's going on with Statler. She talking about her lease is coming up. Girl, you are moving like you getting evicted. Can we just tell the truth or shame the devil? She's moving like she got an eviction. Because why in the hell? Y'all just met. Y'all, of course, y'all been talking online, but y'all just met in person. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, you didn't know if you can live in that in her trailer. Now, all of a sudden, not only can you live there, you can live there forever, and you love her, and you want to move in. It's giving eviction. It's giving eviction. It's giving the sheriffs came to your door before you got on that plane, girl. So I am all for Dempsey being like, no, you cannot move in with me. This is all really new. And I don't even know if we are going to work out because you cheated in your past relationship. Yes, it wasn't with me. Yes, you didn't cheat on me, but that is still an apprehension that I have. And I need to see how we are going to be as a couple before I even think about you moving into my space. That's a huge deal. And it felt very manipulative, Statler, when you were like, oh, I guess I love you. Can I move in? I'm glad my girl Dempsey was like, no. Because you know what, Statler, you rubbed me the wrong way. You rubbed me the wrong way. First of all, you was lying about the first time y'all met. Because she was just like, oh, I'm going to meet her. She's going to come meet me at the train station. And then we're going to go out and see, if you want to stay together or whatever. That wasn't true. Because when we met Dempsey, she had her luggage. She had all her stuff. So y'all were already staying together. I don't know where you were acting like y'all were going to see if this was going to work out. The fact that you are here where you love her and want to move in with her, where you didn't even know if you wanted to stay in the same room with her when y'all first met, weird. Weirdo vibes. Secondly, you had sex with her, right? Statler and Dempsey had sex. I didn't get that Dempsey wanted to talk about it. Statler was saying the most vile things. First of all, when she met her, she was making all these comments about her body. Dempsey was highly uncomfortable with it. Now, she probably was hella comfortable with it when the cameras left, but you can tell that she did not want to speak like that, right? So then the next day, Statler is just talking about how good her vagina tastes and she wish she would have got with more vegans because she tastes so good. And Dempsey kept on saying, don't say that. No, it's not. Like she wasn't laughing like it was cute. She was uncomfortable. And Statler just kept on going. And I feel like somebody with a personality like Statler is not good for somebody like Dempsey because everybody in her life is really like standing 10 toes down for her because they know that she is somebody really meek. She is somebody that rarely stands up for herself. So everybody's very protective of her. And for her to be with somebody like Statler, I don't know is the best for her because Statler, although she's running with being weird, is a dominant personality. And it's normally her way or the highway. So seeing Dempsey say no to her moving in actually shocked me because she's been so meek the whole time. So I was glad that she stood up for herself. No matter how difficult it was, I was glad that she was just like, yeah, I don't know if this is something that we can do. I don't know about this couple. I do not know about this couple. I've only got F-Boy from Statler. I haven't seen any redeeming partner qualities that I think is a good fit for Dempsey. So we will see. We will see. But as of right now, it's weird. It's like, how does she get here so quickly? You love her and you want to move in with her. Like I knew that she was saying that, like that was the goal, but Statler was apprehensive at first. So how she got here so quickly, and maybe it's because they were filming a certain amount of time, but it just doesn't seem like it from Dempsey's perspective. I don't know. Let's get into the couple that I hate the most. Let's get into the couple I hate the most. I despise this couple. You know, I just despise Christian. I don't despise Cleo. Here's the thing. From the moment we were introduced to Cleo and Christian, I knew what this was going to be. I knew what this was going to be. I knew what this was going to be. When we met Christian and he was dressed up like some musical community theater Scooby-Doo, hamming it up for the cameras, I knew what we were in for, right? And his intro where, you know, I'm dating somebody who's trans. It's the first time I've ever done anything like this, but, you know, a woman is a woman. She's beautiful. I don't care. No. I was like, Cleo, don't do it. Cleo, don't do it. But Cleo is so enamored with this guy and wanting to make this relationship work, accepting all kinds of mistreatment from Christian. It's because this is the thing. Christian is a nice guy. The nice guy. Nice, nasty, right? Because when they first meet, right? Cleo has already expressed to Christian that she's autistic and she's uncomfortable and being out in, you know, a lot of crowded environments. What does he do? Take her to a crowded restaurant and flirt with the table of a cisgender woman right next to her. Already knowing that she's feeling some sort of way being in this environment, and then to have this guy who has never been with a transgender woman before, ignoring her and flirting with that table of broads right in front of her. And then gaslighting her, because he does this often, gaslighting her and being like, is everything okay? You know it's not okay. You know it's not okay. But you feel like you're a prize because you're dating a transgender woman. And you want to make her feel less than so that she can accept crap from you that you can never give to a cisgender woman, especially a cisgendered American woman. I hate it. This guy is breaking her down mentally, but being the nice guy. For being a nice guy. So we have this situation where they have sex. Cleo, sis, why'd you do it? Why'd you do it? They have sex. Cleo is excited. You know what I mean? She finally has sex with her man. She's excited. She's telling anybody. He texts her and say, did you tell the producers that we had sex? And she's like, absolutely, yes, I did. And he's like, oh, because when the producers asked him, he's like, you know, we were touchy-feely, but, you know, nothing more. Girl, he's embarrassed. He's embarrassed. He wants to put you in a closet you ain't never been in. Oh, I hate this for Cleo. I hate this for Cleo because they had a conversation, and I'm so glad that Cleo brought her friend to speak up for her. But I'm just like, at the end of the day, you still took this dude back. When Cleo, I feel like you know what it is. I feel like you know what it is. I feel like you know that this man is ashamed of you. I feel like you know that the reason why he texted you was because he did not want his family and friends to know that he had sex with a transgender woman. He didn't want that, because when y'all were having a conversation and you were talking about how y'all had sex, he was freaking out and tried to twist it and make it seem like he was just embarrassed because he did not want to talk about your sexual activity, not the fact that he was embarrassed or ashamed that he was having sex with a transgender woman. He wanted to make it seem like, well, that's our personal relationship and I didn't want to talk about that with the show because that's really intimate. No, girl, he wanted you to lie, just like he lied, because he didn't even have to say anything. All he had to do was say to the producers, I'm going to keep that between me and Cleo, right? Instead of lying, because he didn't want his family and friends to know that he had sex with you. He's ashamed. He's ashamed and he's spazzing out. I'm telling you, maybe I have watched too much ID channel. Maybe I have watched too much Snap Killer Couples and all of them shows or whatever. Maybe I have just watched too much true crime TV. But girl, I'm scared for you. I'm scared for you. This is why I always say, never be a man's first. Never be a man's first. I'm telling you, any man, no matter the race, especially if he's black, start giving me them googly eyes from across the room before he even come up to me. Stop right there, partner. Have you ever dated a black woman before? If not, turn around and keep it pushing. You're not going to stress me out, make me feel less than, trip my mind all up. Absolutely not. I rebuke you in the mighty and the matchless name of Jesus. Go back to the pit of hell where you belong. Get away from me. Get away from me. Now my good sis Cleo's in a situation. This man got her mind all messed up. She's crying, falling apart. Next episode, she's going to be going to some astrologer, breaking down because the astrologer then told her that this relationship is not going to work. You better thank the Lord that he's freeing you of this demon. He don't want to be with you. He was ashamed to tell the world that he had sex with you. Girl. Trying to put you in a closet you ain't never been in, hide you. Cleo, do better. Do better. Do better. And this relationship needs to teach you that you do not need to date men who have not dated a transgender woman before. Date within your community. Date within the LGBTQ. Date within there. Because this right here, let me tell you something. Woman, a woman, these straight men will mess your mind up. Don't let him do it. Don't let him do it. Stay away from him. Stay away from him. Run, sis. Run. I'm stuck here. You don't got to be stuck here. Praying for you. Anyway, what do you guys have to say? What do you guys have to say? Let's get into the comments. I'm so mad for Cleo. I'm so mad. And I hope it's not the fact that you like, because I have to be real, Cleo. I feel like you're sticking around because even though it's a terrible thing to be a man's first, I feel like you got a little feather in your hat, right? Got a little dip on your chip because you're his first transgender woman. No. Don't celebrate that. Run. Have you ever been with a woman like me? Have you ever been with a special woman like myself? If not, keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. I want to get some order comments and then we're going to get into the other word. Oh my God, is my air not working? Yes, guys, let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. Jazzy Boo said Amanda comes off like she finds salt and pepper too spicy. Don't do my girl. Don't do my girl. Mock Review said Amanda needs to hear that kind of counseling and wisdom. She should not have been cast. Watching this woman struggle, yes, through grieving and treating him badly was not entertaining. Here's the thing. I do think she should have healed before she not healed, but I think it was too soon for her to come on the show. However, this is a reality of a lot of women. You know, a lot of people in general, but I think a lot of grieving women, a lot of women who have lost their loves or their partners, can relate to her. People like her exist. So there is a need and a space for her to be on the show. But it's just really hard watching her because we see her just struggling. The way she compared him to Razvan, to her deceased husband. And when Razvan started all that crying, I'm like, oh, Ra, I'm so sorry, but you two were never gonna work. You two were never going to work. Some people, I think I know, but I've been out of the Jewish community for a long time. It's been a minute. What's the mourning process for the Jewish community? Let's talk about it. Recently, I think he passed within the year that they were filming. Like, I don't think he's been gone a very long time. SL says, I wonder how long they contacted the show after her husband passed. I wish them the best, though. Me too. Like, I like them. I like Razvan. I like Amanda, but it's just, it's not going to work. Hey, Shonda. Shonda said, please like the video and subscribe to get NikkiStar TV to 16K subscribers. I know that's right. No, the Dare show. I'm not saying that he is, right? But I'm saying that this is a church relationship. This is a church relationship. I'm telling you, in any religious sect, you will see a couple like this. The majority of the couples like this. The majority of the couples who are in any kind of religious relationship, the woman is always the baddie. You never see a situation where it's just like, how'd she get him? Only God could have done that. You never see that. You always are just like, wow, yeah, religion put her with him because there's no way she had to be indoctrinated. Now, I'm not saying that man is bad looking, but I'm saying that Misha is way out of his league. We got to tell the truth and shame the devil. Now, maybe I would have, he could have compensated for some things that he is lacking with compassion and niceness and tricking off on her, but he don't do that either. I'm like, he talks to her like he's 6'5". The way he talks to her, you would think that he looks like freaking Morris Chestnut. I can't believe Let me tell you something. He had a ball in that club. He was like, Misha, I don't want to go, Misha. Then you cut to him in the club, popping them shoulders, having a good time. Cool 677 plus Ma said, that's so real, and that's from an ex-Mormon. Look at the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Come on, let's tell the truth and shame the devil. Let's tell the truth. What? I didn't hear about that. Not my sweet Amanda. Who was she beating up on? Thank you so much, Shonda. Shonda said, please subscribe to Nikki's second channel, NikkiStar at Home. I'm posting a vlog tomorrow. I'm letting you know right now. My next vlog, completely chaotic. Completely chaotic. The vlog after this one that I'm posting tomorrow, a lot has happened. Yeah. So Seth, it's an absolute nothing relationship. There's nothing there. Mock Review said the nerve. Okay. All right. Hey, NTR. How are you? They're good TV. I'm like, he has a felt fedora while hiking in the jungle. Like, what the hell is happening? What the hell is happening? I'm telling you, Jasmine is going to come to America and run through the streets like a Tomb Raider. America is not ready. America is not ready. He a damn lie. He a damn lie. Ain't nobody making money from crypto. She's doing far too much because it's a hope. It's a hope that she gonna get this money. It's a hope. Mock Review said Gino claimed in his first season that he had a stock portfolio worth $800K. And Jasmine has yet to see it. She's begging this man for rent money. If she can get it, because the way that family protects him, I don't know. I'm reviewing 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. Mock Review said, do you guys remember Gino said he had a lot of money in stocks? I never hear any reviewers mention it. This is the thing. I do remember him saying that he had a lot of money, but I also remember every episode Jasmine begging him for money. So I'm like, where is the money? And anytime they try to go somewhere, he's like, yeah, well, that's really expensive, honey. Are they more expensive than all them damn hats? Poor thing. Poor thing. Yeah. You see it. I said, who is this? Who is this sister? Who is this Dominican woman? What is happening here? What is happening here? Oh my goodness. Let me tell you something, Jasmine. That was a good scam. That was a good scam, telling Gino about them bundles. That was a good scam, sis. I love her. I am a fan. The way she cusses that man out, he was like, I came all the way over here to spend time with you. She said, I have a life and I have kids. I'll see you when I see you. And she also said, I gotta go to work. I love her. And did. I love her. Tamika said Riley quickly showed us just why his ex ran off. Ran off in a cover of night, never to return. He has a nasty attitude. Oh, I gotta call KitchenAid because what the hell is this fridge screaming? Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, it's so hard being the only homemaker in my family, because my family is full of hustlers. Me and my grandmother were the only homemakers, and my great-grandmother. I got to take care of everything. My God, today. Mock Review said Violet seems to be policing as well. She don't need money from an American. She doesn't. She don't need. I think she actually liked him. I think there was a general, attraction there, and she actually liked him. So Riley is confused because she matches his energy. And that is not why he chose an Asian woman from a place who he thought was from a certain class. He wants submission. He wants to lead blindly and not have his woman say anything about his leadership, right? He wants to perform in the bed terribly and not have her say, get off me, you wasting my time, right? He wants to make dumb financial decisions and not have his wife say, give me the check, I'll pay everything because you don't know what the hell you're doing. But he got it in Violet. And I'm so happy. He went all the way to another country to still find a Philly chick. You can't escape us. I love her. She don't play with him. F. Usher said, what got me was him meeting her mom and didn't bring a drink of flowers or something. Yeah, the mom said something. She was like, oh, they normally supposed to bring something. I love that whole family. Vietnam. Did I say the Philippines? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Aaliyah said, is he a sweet teddy bear? I need him off my screen. He is. He is. OMG. You think so? You think Carmela was scamming him? Naya. Hey, Naya. You're right on time. Do not worry. Do not worry. Yeah, I think that this is a real couple, because there are couples like this, right? There are couples like this, and I think eventually they will fall in love with each other, but it's a convenient transactional relationship that has mutual respect. Love will come, maybe with the baby in a condo, because Sheila said $800. Like, she asked him how much he made. He was like $800 a week, and she was like, "Oh, that could get us a condo here." Like, put that woman in a condo. Put that woman in a condo, please. Oh yeah, baby. I was like, oh wait, what the hell happened? Every episode, it was something with this couple. I was locked in. Hey, Marsha Endeavor said, I'm so glad Nikki is talking 90 Day again. Big fan. Thank you. SL said, they got issues they need to work on, but I think they genuinely care about each other. I agree. Yeah, I'm like, girl, please just get a condo. Get you and your son and your dad in that condo. Oh. Black Lambert says Sheila was very jealous. She didn't want no woman coming in between her. Come on. SL said, I agree. I never understood people dating someone that speaks a different language and doesn't even try to learn at least the bare minimum. Yeah. I said she needs a break. She's going to have to be in therapy after this season. I hope TLC is paying for her therapy. That woman has went through a lot on the job. A lot. Spitzy said, not me missing a live I was been waiting for. Welcome. That was funny, especially when they were fighting. How could you do this to me? A mess. It was. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, not even a trigger warning from TLC. I was like, oh my God, this is a lot. Oh, and you know what? Shout out to Sheila, because she just was very open and honest and let us into her just mourning her mom. Oh, 90 Day Fiance, pay that woman. She gave you some content. Pay that woman. Who? Like, let's not play these games. Come on, Renee. Like, when these Americans go to these low countries, they know what they're doing. Like, David, sweetie, but I know what you're doing. We know why you're there. Stop playing these games. Stop it. Okay, differently able. Oh, okay. I didn't know. I was, listen, I'm trying to stay up to date with stuff. Because I don't play about how people describe me, and I don't want to play about how I describe other people. So I want to be in line with that. In line. I'm sorry. I hate to be that girl, but I was like, if you can't get $1,800 from your man, like, I'm sorry, not in this day and age. Like, your man ain't got $1,800 to give you at your big age. Like, y'all not in college. Y'all adults. He can't trick off the. I'm sorry, no shade, but the coochie will be closed. I don't get aroused by broke men. I'm sorry. I can't. Now, if you trick on me, you start me up. If you start me up, I'll never stop. Shonda said, I would have did the same. David, you know what time it is. Her mom died because the house wasn't safe. He needs to pay to fix it. First of all, real talk, David should have been like, I got you. I'm moving your family out. while you were taking care, while you were laying with your mom and, you know, going through the whole funeral and mourning process. I got you, your son, and your father a condo. You're not living in this, babe. Let me get you out of this. That's what a man is supposed to do. Y'all want free coochie, a therapist, and a maid for no money? What? You're crazy. You got to pay to play. You got to pay to play. Get out of here. As he should. I'm sorry. If an American is coming to a country trying to be some freaking predator, you scam him back. You scam him back. We know you out here looking for some cheap puss. So we run in your pockets. Run them American pockets. Do what you need to do. Do what you need to. Oh. No! The way she was holding her stomach, and she is a pencil. She's mad skinny, so I'm like, you ain't never had no belly. What's going on? Girl, you better be in America. You better be in America with that belly. Ciao. But this is the thing. In the scene, she does it. Oh, ciao. Oh, ciao. I hope not. Miss GG88 says, somebody told me that if a foreigner had a child with an American, then they could contact the embassy and get child support. I don't know if that's true or not. Oof, it's going to be hard. Did y'all see that documentary about the black population in Korea? All from them black soldiers. OMG. And they all found each other through 23andMe, and like 30 of them were related. I was like, what sole black soldier was hoeing in Korea like that? They have all them damn kids. A mess. And homeless, Black Lavender. And homeless. Because I was just like, Statler. You didn't came here to move in with this woman and you ain't even tell her about it? Yeah, it's giving eviction. It's given eviction. Okay. Some people said if one parent is an American citizen, aren't you a U.S. citizen automatically? I thought so. She absolutely is. She doesn't. And she doesn't have housing either, Jasmine. I'm telling you, I'm giving eviction. Don't tell me how I know. Don't tell me how I know. Marianne says, Statler's mama is a mayor and her daddy is a high-profile lawyer. I don't think she's getting evicted. Listen, you know, them kids with money, that just because their parents got it don't mean they got it. Them rich parents will cut off a kid in a second. I hope she don't watch this, but I went to college for somebody moneyed up. She decided to get into a relationship with a black man and her parents cut her off. Homegirl went from like eating at all the best restaurants in New York City to asking me for a pack of ramen noodles. Them rich parents will cut them kids off with the quickness. She stayed getting evicted. You know what? Stop telling people business. I got to do better. Brittany said, Nikki, if you wanted to do a stand-up during these strikes, I intend to show. These jokes are hitting me. Oh, thank you. This is the thing. Everybody tells me I should do stand-up. The only reason why I don't do stand-up is because I don't know of or know a stand-up comedian that is not battling depression. Absolutely not. I'll stick to storytelling. Hey, Busala, how are you? Hey, Toya Star. Child, we get into the Cleo comments. Whoo! Punched, stabbed, kicked, got her family to jump him. Oh, I can't stand that man. I cannot stand that man. He is playing with her mind. I hate what he's doing to her. I hate it. Renee, I don't think that this is shade, right? But I do feel like we have star family members within the LGBTQ community, and I think this could come off a certain way. Um, yeah, love you. Thank you for being here. But I just saw that, and I was just like, I don't want anybody to read into that. Cleo's a woman, so she knows what we go through. Like she's dealing with she's dealing with a dickhead. Like our good sis knows what's up. Um, she sure did for him. For that Scooby-Doo cosplay character, please. The worst. The worst. The way he was talking to her, and then when she apologized, I said, he got you. He got you because you're apologizing. For what? For what? Absolutely. 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 Something he's always wanted to do and finally got a chance to do it. Absolutely. Absolutely. He's absolutely going to go back to dating cisgender women because it's an easier life for him. Busola said, why would Christian come on this show if he doesn't really like her? He is looking like a jerk. Is this just for fame? I absolutely think, no shade, that he's a community theater actor. And I think he wanted this show to go on this show for exposure. And I think he used the fact that Cleo was trans and liked him to help them get on this show, right? Because what casting director is going to turn them away, right? I also think that he did not intend to have sex with her. I think he intended to lead her on, but I think Cleo needed some reassurance that he was attracted to her. And I think one thing led to another, and here they are. And I think he regrets it and did not want to talk about it and was hoping he could get out of talking about it and then get off the show and just get to the reunion and be like, well, we just wanted to remain friends. I don't think he intended for Cleo to say anything. That's why he texted her, because he was nervous. I'm telling you, stay away from these men who have never dated a woman like you. Please, please. Big girls, please don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I know you probably feel like, oh my gosh, I'm the first big girl he's ever been with, so of course I'm pretty. That's the wrong kind of thinking. That's the wrong kind of thinking. If he only takes you to a diner 2 towns over, never to an Applebee's in your neighborhood, don't be a man's secret. Don't be a man's secret. Black Lavender said Cleo finally got the demon peen and he denies it. He's the worst. He's the worst. Never be his first Black woman, never be his first woman of color, never be his first big girl, never be his first transgender woman, never be his first tall girl. Like anything that is outside of the preference, get away from him. Get away from him. Because I think some people, I think he wanted to just, I think what he wanted to do was get to the end of the show and just be like, oh, we didn't work and we just decided to remain friends and not talk about them doing anything physically. I don't think he intended on being sexually attracted to her. Now he's dealing with the fact that he's sexually attracted to a transgender woman, getting caught up on the transgender and not the fact that Cleo identifies and lives her life as a woman. Right? So you being attracted to her does not make you queer, like whatever, all of the things that he's thinking and dealing with that. Now, yes, he is probably, dealing with a lot of emotion right now because who he thought he was and what he thought or who he thought he was attracted to is changing, right? The issue is, or has changed. The issue being is that you're doing this with a human being. right? This is someone who has emotions. This is someone you are leading on. Even if you're the nice guy, you're leading her on, right? And we all see where this is going. And we know that she is going to be left broken and in shambles. And you will go on because you will deny that you were ever really attracted to her and that it was just a phase. You will go on and live your life, right? And she will continue on as well, but she will be forever harmed and scarred by you. Don't do it. Do not do it. Marlene, I'm finally caught up on this show. I'm finally caught up on this show. Hey, Dion. Dion said also, can we talk about the fact that she married her dead husband when she was 19 and he was in his 30s and now she's in Turkey looking for a replacement daddy husband? Oh my God, y'all do not like Amanda. I will say when she mentioned the age difference, I was like, let's just overlook it. Let's just overlook it. I want to get two more and then we're going to get into the other way. Miss GG88 said, I want to see Sheila come up like Rose did after dating Big Ed. Me too. Rose is coined up. I love that for her. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. Indigo said, I heard stand up on the road is rough for women. A lot of unsafe situations. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Comedy in general is just not safe for women. It's not. Sarah said, I don't know if anyone mentioned this, but Christian is giving that SpongeBob to, yes, I can see it. I can see it. Tartar said, update on these twists. I'm not feeling them. I've been there. It's giving bald. Yes. Yes. I have been there. Let's get into the other way and then let me get y'all out of here. Danielle and Johan. Where's that couple? I'm actually shocked that they're making it work. Danielle, why are you trying to have a baby? Leave this 25-year-old alone, girl. Again, another eat, pray, love situation. Women, please stop trying to make your eat, pray, love a husband. Like, stop. Like, come on. He's in his mid to late 20s. Stop it. Stop. And you keep on bringing your friends out to the DR so they could chastise your husband so he could treat you the way a man your age would treat you. It's not going to happen. I feel like people in May-December relationships, and I will say I've grown about my opinion about May-December relationships. I'm learning. I'm educating myself. Sometimes love is there. But I think especially the older person in a May-December relationship needs to realize you have already lived that season of your life. Your partner is living that season. You either have to be okay with them living that season and you just watching on like, a wise partner, or you have to join them in that season, put your Bengay on your old joints and join them in that season. Dip and do it. Jump on top of bars. Have marathon sex. You got to do it all. You got to do it all. Or you watch over, let them have their fun. And then, make sure they got a meal when they come home after being in them streets. You just got to make a decision. Because holding, stopping or stunting your younger partner's growth that they're going to need in those seasons to take them to the next, like you did. You were able to make mistakes. You were able to go through those seasons and be the person that you are. It's not fair. And there's going to grow resentment there. And that is what's happening with Danielle and Johan. She keeps on bringing these barking Betsies to the DR to get her husband in line. And I'm just like, at some point, you have to tell your friends that you got this, because that's ridiculous. They are always coming. I want to see how he's treating my friend. I want to see. She's married to him. Like, the job is done. What are you talking about? I just want to make sure, Johan, what are you going to do for work? I was watching that scene like, Johan, you don't got to tell them nothing. You don't got to tell them nothing. They get on my nerves, always showing up. I want to protect my friend. When were you protecting your friend? You weren't protecting your friend when she was banging this man trying to marry him. You should have been like, girl, bang him, leave him some American dollars and come home. But now she's married to him, got this man's last name, trying to have a baby. And y'all like, oh, I just want to see if she okay. Let me check him. Whoo! I'm telling you, God gives these situations to people that can handle it. Ain't no way my dude's friends, family, or whoever checking me. Absolutely. I'm the prize. Are you kidding me? I'm the prize. Check him, not me. Every time you see me, you need to say thank you. Thank you for making him a better man. You checking me for? I want to make sure you don't hurt my son. Girl, you better go somewhere. You better thank the Lord that I took his raggedy behind on. I do not like that. I feel like that is so disrespectful, especially that this woman is married to this man and you're coming and sizing him up and he's her husband. Whoo! Does Johan have sisters? Ciao. Anyway, Danielle, stop the baby stuff. Here's why. You don't feel like it. You don't feel like it. Your oldest child don't feel like it. You're just trying to keep this man. And I'm telling you, that baby is going to feel it. That baby is going to grow up and be like, yeah, my mom just had me to keep my dad. Because you don't want a kid. But you're with somebody that's significantly younger who wants children. Oh, y'all need to have these conversations before y'all get married. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, sis. I will say, shout out to your bundles. Because Danielle showed up on my screen with hair down to her butt. And I was like, what happened? What happened, Ma? Different color and different texture. I know that's right. Yes. 30-inch wavy. You better go here, girl. You better go ahead. Speaking of another May December relationship, I love this couple, but they have to be realistic. Kenny and Armando. Oh my gosh. I got to put them in a prayer circle. I'm concerned because Armando really wants a kid. And I'm like, Armando, I get it. Your husband is in his 60s. Kenneth said, I'm going to be too old. I'm going to be too old to have a baby. And he's right. Not only is he right? Because he said he doesn't think that it's fair to the child if, they got this senior parent. And listen, it may be different for other people, but for him, I get it. Because Kenneth is at the stage where he is the granddaddy. He don't want to be the daddy. He got this younger guy, his younger husband. He wants to be dipping in and doing it with his young husband around the globe. He likes the fact that although Armando has a daughter, she's older, right? And she's only going to get older and be less of their responsibility. He probably has about 10 more years or so of parenting their daughter, right? Well, in this day and age, they don't leave. The economy is not the same, but he doesn't want to start over. And I get it. But the problem is he married somebody younger and he's not done having kids. So what is going to happen? There's going to be a compromise on Armando's part. And what is going to happen is resentment is going to grow because he loves Kenny and he's not going to have the kid, but he's going to resent Kenny for it. And it's going to cause problems in this relationship. And I'm just so heartbroken because I love them. But I feel like this baby, the desire for a child may break them. It breaks up a lot of great couples. Wanting kids and not wanting kids breaks up a lot of great couples. So I'm concerned. I am concerned for Kenny and Armando. Armando, I'm so glad that you stood up to your manipulating mother. Your mother, whenever she doesn't get her way, you're breaking my heart. Girl, you kept on putting him back in the closet. He had to get away from you. You were not receptive to who your son is. You kept on putting him in the closet. Had him marry a woman who he had a child with. Then she dies tragically. You had to put all this stuff on this man. He had to get away from you. Moved so far away because y'all were terrible to him. He couldn't be who he wanted to be. Of course, he had to move so far away. And you know what, Armando, I get that Mexico City, you think it's not as safe as where you used to live. But I remember when you were saying you had to leave where you live because it wasn't safe for you being a gay man. You're not going to move to gay Mexico City and live your life free? Chad, listen, move to the city, get a dog. Get a dog, because before you know it, you're going to be a grandparent. Kenny is done having kids. Kenny is done having kids. I hope this doesn't break y'all up. I hope this doesn't break. I'm rooting for y'all, putting y'all on my prayer circle. And I've been having success with my prayer circle with the couples I've been praying for. So I got y'all on the list. I got y'all on the list. This couple right here, I just feel like it's not needed. I just feel like it's not needed. The story isn't interesting. I don't even feel like they like each other. Julio, he rubs me the wrong way. It's something not quite right about him. I feel like he's playing her. I feel like he's lying to Kristen. He's been lying to Kristen. I don't think he has any intention of moving to where they live? Neanderthal? Netherlands? Amsterdam? Wherever she's from, I don't think he has any intention of moving there. And I think he's going to use his mom as a reason for him not to move. Girl, get away from him. Girl, get away. He's a grimy DJ. You can do so much better on your worst day. You could do so much better on your worst day. Let's go to a couple that started off being my favorite couple. But as we continue to watch their interactions, I'm not a fan of TJ. I love the hell out of Kimberly. Kimberly can read, and she will not back down. First of all, I feel like, Kimberly, you are compromising far too much. You are compromising far too much. You are giving up everything. What the hell is TJ giving up? What is he giving up? You're compromising too much. Love is not enough. Love is not enough. You are going to be miserable in this relationship. His family don't like you, and you got to live with them people. You got to spend all of your time with them while he's at work. You can't cook none of the stuff you want to cook. I can't believe TJ had the audacity to tell an Italian woman that she can't use onions and garlic. So you just want her to suffer? I'm telling you, I'm not even Italian, but I'm Philadelphian, close enough. I would have broke up with him. I can never use onions and garlic. I'm sorry. I'm not the one for you. It's a staple. It's a staple in some of the best foods. Are you kidding me? Absolutely not. Kimberly is compromising too much. What is she getting? What is she getting out of this relationship? Okay, she's getting a fine brown man. Whoop the freaking do. She living in the hood, in an apartment that she don't like, not livable, over his newsy, meddling, mean family, with the brother-in-law popping up any time he feels like it and cussing her out and reading her for filth, while she sits up in this dilapidated apartment with a bathroom she can't use, a stove she can't use, seasoning she can't use for TJ. Absolutely not. You're compromising far too much. You are compromising far too much. I don't know what you're getting out of this relationship besides him. He's getting everything, and you. Girl, go home. Go home. Love is not enough. You need to be happy. You need to be happy. That brother-in-law sat there and called her stupid, was screaming. When he started screaming at her, I was like, oh no. Girl, start fighting him. Start fighting him. I will say, Kimberly, I loved how you held your own. You stood 10 toes down and you cussed him out. You said, don't call me stupid. You're stupid. He gonna call her trash. She said, well, it takes trash to know trash. I know that's right, sis, but I don't feel like she's safe. I don't feel like she's safe. I don't like it. I do not like it. And I think your family watching this back is going to be mortified. And I wouldn't be surprised if your parents show up and is like, come home now. Because TJ, you are not showing that you can protect her. I'm glad that he stood up to his brother, but he not moving her. He gonna keep her in the same environment with a man that does not like her, strongly dislikes her, dare I say, hates her. And you're gonna have her living in the same environment with him, close proximity with this man that does not like her, and is poisoning your parents against her? Thank you for cussing your brother out, but you need to do more. You need to do more, like move her to a better neighborhood in a nicer condo and make sure that she gets to go back and forth to America once or twice a month. Y'all kills me trying to get women, but don't want to trick on these women. Men, we have to talk. Listen, I cuss her out all the time, but I still want one of y'all. Anyway, especially if you're 6'5" and chocolate. Anyway, y'all have to realize, y'all have created a society where you are the breadwinners. This is what you set up. This is what you set up. You, for some reason, millennial men, I don't know what's happening. For some reason, y'all decided that y'all should get everything from a woman and not provide or protect her. That's not how this works. That's not how this works. TJ, you need to get a better job. You got to put her in a better place, far away from your freaking family. I know there is an expat, Americanized town somewhere in India, or a town that caters to expats that you can go and put her in. You need to do that. You need to do that. She's leaving her family, her culture, her safety, a good home, her seasonings for you. The least you could do is put her in something livable where she won't be miserable or harassed by your brother. Kimberly, you are compromising far too much. What are you getting? What are you getting, girl? Let's hold on. Let's get into this couple because, and again, this is no shade. This is no shade. Holly and Wayne, who's from South Africa? We have to talk. Because I have been seeing something and I'm being real. This is not shade. Is there inbreeding going on in the white South African community? Because I'm sorry. I've been seeing these white South Africans and I'm like, something is happening in the bloodline. What is it? What is this white culture? Where are they from? Where are they from? I'm telling you, like every time I see a white South African, I'm like, I've never seen a white person that looks like this. Like I've seen them in movies. It's giving hills have eyes. Like what is happening? What is going on there? Somebody tell me, let me know what's going on. Because I keep on seeing something, and it's like the same face structure. Something is happening. Something is happening. And listen, if it's, inbreeding or cannibalism, I'm not judging. That's people's culture. I'm just saying I'm seeing something. I'm seeing something and I'm like, it's far too many of y'all looking like this for it not to be a reason. Something is up. Something is up. Something. Let me know in the comments section. Anyway, Holly and Wayne, nuttier than a fruitcake. Nuttier than a fruitcake. This couple is good TV. This couple is good TV because I don't know what planet Holly is on. And I don't know what kind of coin Wayne ain't working with because, girl, he ain't got no money. And I feel like Wayne is an episode away from going full racist. full racist, because he keeps on talking about how how unsafe South Africa is, and how she can't walk around because she's going to get raped because of how she dresses and because she's, an American woman. I think he wanted to say white. His language is very coded, and I'm just waiting for the racism. I'm just waiting for the racism, because I'm just like, you're saying all of this stuff, but the one thing that you are not saying, you don't have the money. You don't have the money. You can't afford to live in a gated community. Oh, my friend got shot in the neck. A gated community isn't safe. No, you ain't got it. You ain't got it. You don't even got no power. You don't have no power, but you want a wife. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not something, y'all not well. Y'all not well. You can't even keep this woman alive, but you want her to be your wife? You want her to submit to you? You want her to just let you lead her blindly, and you can't keep the lights on? Y'all delusional. You want to take her to a self-defense class and not a gated community? You gonna tell her, well, you should have thought about that before you decided to marry me. She should have thought about power, electricity before. Oh my gosh, ladies, so we got to think about if he can keep the lights on. It's a new thing that you have to ask when you go out on dates. Do you have any electricity in your home? Do you have any working toilets in your home? Like, what the hell is it? Another American woman that is compromising like hell. Is there ever going to be an American woman that gets on this The Other Way show with a man that got money? Let me tell you something. Women, and I think it's just because they're women. The men, the passport bros, always date and marry up. Always date and marry up. The American women, oh my God. Y'all are only about love. What the hell are y'all doing? Y'all going to another country to live in poverty? Y'all going to another country to suffer? Oh my God, just suffer in America with electricity. What are y'all doing? This man don't got no lights in his place, but gonna tell her what she can and cannot wear. Girl, the minute that man would have told me that what I'm picking out to wear is making me look like a prostitute, I was like, oh, well, at least I can keep my lights on. Dressed like a hoe, I could pay my bills. Like, Holly, what are you doing? But I also think that Holly is something happening here. Because Holly be in her confessionals, I'm like, Holly, what is happening? I can't believe he said that to me. Oh. Girl, blink. What? But this couple is good for TV. He's delusional and she lives on another planet. Great casting. All right, let's end with Paul and Karine, because that's who they are. This is Paul and Karine. This is Paul and Karine in the flesh. Paul and Karine 2.0. Crazy and toxic. This is going to be extremely chaotic, and this is going to be the other couple that gets 90 Day Fiance and Emmy. Because my God, today I said they're both nuts. They're both out of their damn mind. Mary, what is going on? That man was on the plane. He took like 9 planes to come see her. And she was like, are you sitting next to a girl? Don't come. If you come here, I will not let you in. Girl, what? I'm sorry, Mary. You don't act like a virgin. This is not virgin behavior. I don't believe it. I do not believe it. That's what you want to tell them grandparents. Girl, something's up. Something is, I'm not buying it. Especially because I was going to call him Paul. What is his name? This is Mary and who? I know his name is not Paul, Brendan. Because Brendan, he was expecting a good time when he got here. He was like, I can't kiss you. Why was he so shocked that he could not be physical with you? Y'all was doing something on that FaceTime. Y'all was doing something on them FaceTime call. Y'all was getting nasty in the WhatsApp. So, girl, go ahead on. Go ahead on. I've never been with a guy before. Brendan was expecting candy coated nights when he got there. He was shocked that he couldn't touch you. Because you probably been touching yourself on them FaceTime calls with him. Girl, bye. You're not getting me. I know who you are, Mary. I see you. But this couple, Paul and Karine 2.0. Paul and Karine 2.0. Mary comes from a delusional family. Brendan comes from a delusional family. Because that mother gets love at the lockup. Love after lockup. And she's like, if Mary hurts my son, I'm going to have to hurt her. And I was just like, ma'am, I hear you. I know you want to protect your child. Mary ain't nothing to mess with. I'm telling you right now, she does that little baby. I'm a poor little virgin. This girl ain't nothing to play with. This is absolutely snap killer couple vibes. And Mary will be the head of operations. I am telling you right now, if I were you, Brenda's mama, I would try to be nice to Mary. She not nobody to play with. I've watched enough snap killer couples to know what I see. I know what I see. And girl, all I'm going to say is that if you and Mary don't get along, the last thing I would do is go on a shopping trip with her and don't take your phone. Stay woke. Anyway, these two, toxic, absolutely toxic. I want to say this. Brenda was just like, he don't want Mary to hang out with her friends. When we met Mary's friends, I'm like, why don't you want her to hang out with them? She's safe. Her friend was like, does Brenda have a big penis? That friend, the friend with the blonde hair, oh, he know real Mary. He knows the real Mary. Come on. He knows the real Mary. I hope they invite him on the tell-all because I know he got some tea. Mary, don't fall out with him because he's going to tell your business. He going to tell your business. But these two, listen, toxic for each other. I think they're just going to be toxic in any relationship that they're in. So without each other or with or without each other, toxic. But that Mary, did you see the trailer for next week's episode? Woo! Paul and Karine 2.0. You know what? I will say, I feel like Paul and Karine are watching this couple and clutching their pearls. Like, this is Paul and Karine on speed. Just a hot mess. And if they haven't had sex, when they finally have sex, we're not ready. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Let's get y'all out of here. Let me get into these comments. Roro said, am I the only one that's upset at David for not even offering the payment plan idea? No, you're not. Indigo Girl said, I heard, oh yeah, I got that one. Indigo Girl also said, I don't get why toxic parents don't understand why their adult children move away. They know their behavior is bad. I think it's because they have this idea that no matter how terrible I am, I'm still your parent and you should still love and respect me. And I think because newer generations are like, yeah, that's not going to fly. That's not going to fly. I don't automatically give you respect because I'm your child. I give you respect because you give it to me. Because there's this weird thing. And again, I can only say this about America because that's where I'm from, where in America, children are not treated as humanly equal, right? The thought is, oh, you're younger, so you know less, right? And not, oh, you're younger, so you communicate differently. So children have less rights than women, than Black women, than trans Black women. If you want to talk about an unprotected community, children, children. So I think it's just this, blind respect and love that a parent thinks that they deserve. And they just don't expect they just don't expect their children to be like, oh, I've had enough of this. You're not going to change, so I'm going to remove myself from this relationship. And I think a lot of parents are starting to get that wake up call. And hopefully it's not too late to repair the relationship. Hopefully it's not too late. I didn't want to say it, but since you said it, Spency, I agree. He's playing with her mind. He's playing with her mind. I don't think he had any intentions of ever moving there. And I think he's going to use his mom as his out. Jen said, I need not meet a man located in Amsterdam because, baby, I'm buying a bicycle and moving. I know that's right. Roro said, I think Kimberly is giving entitled. There's no way you were there for a year and didn't know the smoke. Huh? Did I miss something? I can't believe you don't like Kimberly. I like her. Jazzy Boo said it's because it's a bad thing in their culture, according to him. I think I do remember him saying they just don't like the smell. And I understand that, but she's Italian. He got to compromise. He has to compromise. TJ has to give something. It's not fair. That girl is giving away everything. What is he giving away? What is he giving away? Ciao. Oh, y'all are not a fan of Kimberly, and I love Melissa McCarthy. Spency said, I do not like Kimberly because she's a culture vulture. What does she do? Oh, child, I gotta go back and watch because y'all seeing a different side of Kimberly, and I love her. Tamika said TJ not moving her anywhere. It's not his culture. Some people said, I don't know how I cook anything without onions and garlic. Yeah, unless it's sweet. Like it's a staple. It's a staple in like every savory dish. Tamika says a separate living situation should have been a non-negotiable for Kimberly to move there. Yeah. Yep. Jen said the problem is, doesn't the wife move in with the husband's family? I'm not sure if that's the case. If it is, I mean, it's still going to be a terrible situation for her because they don't like her. And it seemed like they ain't like that woman. Miss Gigi said, I don't like either of them. Kimberly knew what she was signing up for. Didn't she live in India for a few months? She knowingly signed up for this, then wants to push back. Girl, go home. So y'all think that she's doing this for the cameras? Y'all think she's doing this for the cameras? Indigo Girl said, ladies, we need to let go of that fairy tale man and happily ever after. It's dead. Too many of these dudes out here ain't worth it. We can put up with most. I have been there, not worth it. Yeah. I just feel like she's given up so much. Tamika says the parents heard Kimberly screaming. That's all they needed to know for their own opinion of her. They were both screaming at each other. And I'm like, how y'all about to get married next week? And this is how y'all communicate. What is going on? Love is not enough. Love is not enough. McSteamy's tether. Tamika said TJ's culture is to move the wife into the family home so they can take over the mom's duties in the house. Amen. 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 Busola said a lot of white South Africans were a smallish Dutch community that barged their way into South Africa and never left. Ah, King Leopold's people. Karma. Indigo Girl said, dude broke. In most African countries, safe houses have compounds with gates and even a gate man. Yeah, he's trying to, oh, my friend got shot in the neck. You're broke. You don't have it. You don't have it. Miss Gigi88 said, didn't Tanya and her man live in South Africa? They used to be partying. Then the other dude had the gambling issues. They never mentioned anything about safety. He's just broke. You know what? It also seems like Wayne got a little money problem too, because in the trailer, he took their savings and invested in crypto. I'm like, not only are these South Africans, these white South Africans funny looking, they can't keep no coin in their hands. Ciao. Busola said, nah, Wayne is broken trying to hide. Yep. Jen said he's scared she's going to go out there and meet a man who can provide. That's why he doesn't want her to dress provocatively. SL said Brandon's mom and his cousin, I think, confirmed on Facebook that they were married and pregnant. There's also screenshots of the top of Mary's belly without a shirt. And they brought a child into this. At all. Because what did it for me was how Brendan was like, I can't touch you. Like, what you talking? Not after everything we did over the phone. What are you talking about? Yes, they absolutely did. They absolutely did. And she's, you can't kiss me. Girl, the stuff you was saying to him on that FaceTime, stop playing. Yes, she was, Miss Gigi. Mary was talking a big game on FaceTime. They got shy and scared in person. You know what? We all do it, though. You're like, oh, wait, no, I was playing. Oh, that's not me. Oh, I was joking. I'm sorry. I love her messy friends, especially the blonde one. Wait, I think I have his picture. I love her messy friends. The American guys, they got big penis. I love them. I think I have this picture somewhere. I have to change the format so I can show the pictures in the video in my live. OMG. I had his picture here somewhere. My God, today he had me on the floor. I can't find it. I'm going to reformat the pic so I can load it into StreamYard. But he had me on the floor. Oh, so they're married. Paul and Karine. not a one. Not a one. When we met them, they was like, hey, Maddie. I said, oh, not the girl. Not the girl. I was on the floor because it went from a scene of Mary saying that Brendan doesn't like her to meet with her guy friends. And Brendan was like, yeah, they're all guys. I can't trust her around them guys. And I was like, when we met them guys, I was like, oh no, you can trust her around them. You can trust her around them. They had their flip-flops on and they, come on, Mary. Yes. Yes, I agree, Miss Gigi88. Miss Gigi88 said they are trauma bonded. Yep. Both of their moms abandoned them, so they have abandonment issues. Absolutely. Cammie said, I really don't understand why these passport bros think Asian women are submissive. I work with two and they are awesome and they will curse a person out in 2 languages. It's just ignorance. What we see in America of other countries, totally all propaganda. All propaganda. You go to these other countries and you're just like, oh, this is very different. OMG. Same thing. Like probably people out, not probably, absolutely people outside of America get a totally different version of what America is, right? That's why when a lot of you guys come here, you're just like, oh my God, this place is dirty and unsafe. Yeah. They only show you Beverly Hills on replay and it's one strip. One strip. That's all you see. You don't see the billions of ghettos that we have, right? You don't see us ducking and dodging every damn day because it's a mass shooting. You don't see us clutching our purses because we get robbed every day because we are struggling financially. America won't show you that because they want you to come here. They want you to come here. And they want to exploit you like they exploit us. You just see totally different versions of what it is. So you just have a completely different idea of what it is, like who the people are, right? Because a lot of people outside of America have this idea that American women are just like these sexual beings that are just like, we'll have all kinds of crazy sex. And it's like, that might be the case. When you be an American woman, you got to pay to play. Who you talking to? Not me. Not me. Oh, you want to do all this stuff to me? Okay, like we got to go on. I don't know who you are. Like, what's going on? What are we talking about? Where are we going out to eat? You're paying. Like, what's happening, right? You got to have some coin if you want to approach an American chick, but you don't get that. You get these sex-crazed American girls, and you come here thinking that's the case. And then you get upset when you get both your eyes blacked out by that American woman. And it's the same thing. American men get all of these images of submissive Asian women, submissive women from, destitute countries and what they think are destitute countries. Why do you think so many American men run to the DR? Because they're running there to have sex with poor underage girls. Because there are some American men that went there and shared what they did. And all of them run to the DR. I'm telling you right now, ladies, your man, if he's going on a guy's trip to the DR, he's going there to have sex with poor children. I don't care what he tell you. If it's a guy's trip to the Dominican Republic, he's going there to have sex with to rape poor children. That's what he's going there to do. I don't care if he shows you that he's water gliding and they're eating all of this food. Put a 24-hour camera on him and a tracker. Anyway, Sarah said, yeah, that ideology is so off. I hear I gave birth to you, I brought you in this world. Yep. As an excuse for horrible behavior in parenting, my eye gets to twitching bad. Yep. Blue Jay said, Bell Hooks said that in her All About Love, the treatment of children and how they are the most unprotected in society, I believe. I could be wrong. No, I think you're right. Heather B said, Kimberly was abusive when she was yelling at him over the apartment. Not a fan. She's mean. I'll give you that. Tamika, I love you. Please. Oh, I thought you were saying, okay. Because I was about to say, if y'all saying that this man looked like he's McSteamy, I'm going to have to start blocking because McSteamy's tether. Heather B said, I never thought about the fact that the only way a woman can finally retire as a homemaker in India is when her... Whoo! SL said, not going to lie, I be hella embarrassed after I messed with a guy on Facebook. I get it. I get it. I get it. Are they both locked up? I think that I think the only reason why we don't hear from Paul and Karine is because they're probably both incarcerated. Roro said Karine didn't know half of what Paul was saying. Mary and Brandon are two-way toxic. Yes. Indigo Girl said, knowing the truth of how a lot of men are is unbelievable and depressing. If women knew what their men do to vulnerable children and women is insane. Yep. Let him do his guy's trip in Montana. I thought about that and I was like, oh my God, lock up the horses. You can't trust them. You can't trust them. You can't trust them. Yep. And I'm telling you, I always say this, and this is for the Black community. One of them Black passport bros is going to go over to one of them countries and take advantage of those young women and somebody from that community is going to unalive one of them, please do not make this a black issue. Please do not. It's not a black issue. It's not a civil rights issue. It ain't no Black Lives Matter. Absolutely not. We will not be a part of that mess. We will not be a part of that mess. I am not going to try to stand up and fight for some man that went over to another country to exploit poor young women. Absolutely not. The men in that community did what they needed to do. They protected their women from that predator. We are not going to make that a black issue because they're going over there and they're sharing their secrets on how they exploit and have sex with these and assault these young poor women. And the men in that community, it's going to take justice into their own hands. And it will not be a black issue. Absolutely not. We are not doing that. We are not doing that. We'll get two more. Get out of here. Sarah said, I watched the first few minutes of a documentary about sexual exploitation of children in Eastern Europe, and I had to turn it off. Baby, I tried to watch that documentary about Jared, the subway guy. I was like gagging and crying at the same time. I had to turn off. I was like, I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to kill myself watching this. Because I was like, my body was having such a visceral reaction to what I was watching. I could not take it. Still to this day, have not completed that documentary. It was so heart-wrenching. That man is evil. They need to bury him under the jail. The prison. Hell ain't hot enough. Hell ain't hot enough. Not even where they have Reagan. It ain't hot enough. It ain't hot enough. Absolutely. I was thinking about it. I was like, oh my God, if he does a guy trip in Montana, is the cattle safe? Probably not. The stuff we have to deal with. The stuff we have to deal with. My God, today. Oh, my God, today. Anyway, let me get out of here. I love y'all. Thank you all so much for joining me. If you're a part of the replay gang, give me a few minutes. I'm going to put the timestamps in this video, and I will see you tomorrow for something else. We are back with our 90-Day Fiance lives, and I'm so happy about it because we had a good time. Love you all, and see you. Oh, I'll do this one. Blue Jay said, I don't know how desperate for whatever to do. I don't know. I think, I don't know how desperate they are to do sex tourism. Like, aren't you embarrassed? No. They want to take advantage of poor young women because they can't do it here because they'll get locked up. You're welcome, Busola. Love you all. See you tomorrow. Bye.